We've been getting a lot of questions from people about established neighborhoods in North Peoria. We've got the new build communities that we've done videos on and some resale ones, but I haven't done one in Rock Springs in a while. And Rock Springs is in North Peoria near that Four Corners area, located 83rd Avenue and Jomax, down Jomax to the east to about 70th Avenue. And it's all tucked up in the mountains. So today we're gonna do a video on this community. We're gonna give you an idea of what's nearby, the price point, and what's unique about this community in North Peoria. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Kelley Norton, your AZ Realty lady at EXP Realty. Count on me for all things Arizona real estate. All right, so welcome back. And if this is your first time to the channel, I want to introduce myself. I'm Kelley Norton. I'm an associate broker here at EXP Realty. And I've been selling real estate here for just about 24 years. And I'm a Valley native, and I'm the owner of the Arizona Living Group.
I'm Tammy Nixon. I'm one of the relocation specialists here at the Arizona Living Group. And I am also a Valley native here in Arizona.
Yes. So guys, we know the Valley. Yes. So I've lived in 8 different cities. And Tammy, as an adult, since when you married your husband, you guys have lived in Peoria your whole time.
25
Raised
years.
Kids.
Yep.
Yeah.
Raised our family here. They all went through the schools here. Yeah, we love the Northwest Peoria community.
And that's where we are here. We're in Rock Springs, and this community was begun, I would say, about 10 years ago. Finished out about 6, 7, 8 years ago, and there's multiple builders out here. Now it is on the north side of Jomax, nestled back up into the flood control district area, which don't let that scare you. What that means is they built this, actually a really pretty dam, this big dam to block water if there were to be that 1,000-year, 100-year flood. It keeps it out of the area here where the houses are, because the houses are all nestled up into the mountains. The other nice thing is from the community,
that you have the trailhead that's right here. With some new restaurants that are going in. We also have a new Safeway that's going in on the corner, and rumor is there's supposed to be a lot of shops and restaurants and outdoor areas right around the Safeway in that little subdivision corner right there.
Right. I kind of picture this, like to help you picture the area. Imagine mountains around. So you've got the Sunrise Mountain, you have West Wing Mountain, and then kind of in this valley you have the houses, and the homes are right up along the hills. And then you have Elora Vita kind of in the middle, Rock Springs, West Wing Mountain up on the hills, Terramar, which is a community that was one of the more OG communities in the area, closer to 67th Avenue. So you've got mountains, and then you kind of have this little valley in between with houses. And now they're starting to put the little grocery store. There's not a lot of land left in here, so it's pretty much built out. So Rock Springs and West Wing Mountain are communities where you have established homes. So you've already got the homes with the pools. You've already got the
landscaping,
the landscape,
trees.
Exactly. And you have trails right outside your door. You can get on the trails at West Wing Mountain or Sunrise Mountain, and you'll be on those trails in minutes from the community.
One nice thing about Rock Springs, it's a gated community as well.
Right, it is gated.
That's one of the nice things.
Yes, and it has these little sections to the community. So you have an RV gate area that's farthest to the west, and that has its own gate, and there's a smaller number of homes in there. I want to say there's probably only a couple hundred homes in there. And then you move over to another gated section that has 2 gates, and a couple different builders that were building in there. And then all the way to the far east, there's another section that has its own gate. So even though you can hike and walk through to all of them, driving access, it is separate. So you have the different gates. The schools for this area, for West Wing Mountain, you can actually, if you're up in the hills back in here, you can actually see the school, which is in West Wing Mountain communities. So that's just a mile away down the street. So that's your elementary, and then high schools and junior highs.
The junior high, elementary is K through 8th, and then high school would be Mountain Ridge. There's also Terramar, not too far away from here too, is another elementary K through 8 school.
Yeah, and most of our schools are open enrollment, so that is an option for you too. So no community amenities like a lot of these newer communities have the pools and
No
the amenities.
clubhouse.
Right, they have the amenity centers, on-demand fitness, that kind of thing. So none of that here, which isn't uncommon for the year built of the homes, right? So 7 to 12 years ago, we didn't have a lot of these community pool structured communities. So now that's really a main thing that a lot of these communities are doing, because the cost of pools have gotten to be so expensive. So if you want a pool in your backyard, it sometimes is more common you're going to find it in a community like this versus one where there is a community pool.
Yes.
Yeah. Plus, most of the folks here had their home built before the prices went up. So they got lucky, unlike me, building a pool right now. Quite expensive to put a pool in nowadays, let me tell you. Oh, gosh, just call me. I'll tell you all about it. And so that's kind of one of the cons and pros, I guess, a couple of the things there with the community.
Just the differences.
Right. Another thing, too, is the HOA here is about $100. A lot of these communities have $100 HOA or $120, and that includes the pool.
Yeah.
So that is kind of a bummer with this community, is that you do have that decently high HOA because of the gate. So you have to remember, if you have a gate in your community, there is a cost to that. And, you know, the gates, they can break, there's maintenance, you know, so you do have a little higher HOA with a gated community.
Cover that.
Yeah, so you just have to remember, you know, there's those, if there's more houses, like if there was, you know, 8,000 homes in here, and the HOA probably wouldn't have to be as high.
Yes.
But we're only talking a couple thousand homes, and there's the gate and, you know, a couple different park areas and different trails, and the lots are bigger, so the homes are kind of spread out more. So there's a little bit more of that desert scape as you drive through that the HOA does maintain.
Yes. They keep it looking nice, and so you're able to enjoy it when you're in the outdoors.
Exactly.
So some of the things that are close in nearby this this community right here is Paloma Park. It's kind of just on the other side, a little bit north of West Wing Mountain, and then
5-minute drive.
Yeah, 5-minute drive, and then
pickleball.
Yeah, lots and lots of pickleball.
Fishing.
Yes. Yeah, they have a catch and release there. They have a playground. They have a splash pad in there, which is really nice. Just a pretty big park. A lot of sports activities, a lot of green grass.
Yeah, you can actually go from that park, mountain bike or hike from that park right into the community here.
Yes.
So like I said, you could go out of your yard, hike the mountains. You could go down to the park and use the restroom, grab some water, and then come back over. And they have a snack bar at that park too.
Yes. Yes, they do.
I'm always talking about the snacks or the snacks or the drinks.
Also, it's not a very far drive to Lake Pleasant too. In Lake Pleasant, you know, you can paddleboard. They have Dillon's, they have Scorpion Bay, they have the little obstacle course that's in the water. They have the slide at Dillon's. There is just a lot to offer at Lake Pleasant for activities for you.
Exactly. Yeah, and you're not too far from North Peoria. You're about 15, 18 minutes from the North Peoria area. So if you like, you know, country music and dancing, they do have the distillery over there, which they have live music there. They'll fly people in from Nashville there. And
really good music.
Yeah, absolutely. So tons of other restaurants there too. You got your chain restaurants, and you have some of your unique restaurants.
Movie theater.
And our bird that follows us is here making noise. It heard live music, so it thought it would start. Yeah. So, and North Peoria is kind of a shopping area as well. So you've got, you know, you have your Ross over there. You've got a Target. You've got all the stuff that you need.
Dick's Sporting Goods is there, you know, kind of your big ones. You got some of your little shops that are in there. They have the place for kids there.
Oh yeah.
Love to Play is the name of that. If you have kids, it's a really neat indoor play area.
They have the Make-A-Wish to do the pottery. So there's that too. And again, that's just straight down Happy Valley to the east. You get to the I-17, you cross the I-17, and that is North Peoria. So you do not have to get on a highway to get there. Costco's only 15 minutes from this area. You just head down 83rd Avenue. You do not have to get on a highway to get to it. So that's the nice thing about this area is you can get to the 101, you can get to the 303, but most of the things that you need on a daily basis, unless you work far away, is all right here.
Yeah, just main roads.
Yeah, downtown Phoenix, 40 minutes. The airport about 40 minutes, so not too far. So that, I mean, really is a great location.
Yeah, it's very conveniently located, kind of to easy access everywhere you need to go.
driving. I'm driving. Driving in the car. I'm driving.
So the great thing about Rock Springs is that you do have a variety of square footage and you have a variety of builders and pricing. So we are going to go ahead and go over some of the prices for you. Now you'll notice from price to price and home to home, different upgrades, different locations, different builders are going to have a different price point. So this home here, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, it did have that 5th space. I believe on this home it was in the form of a den, 3,207 square feet, and this was on a 6,140 square foot lot here. And this was a Cortland home built in 2007. It did have a private pool in the backyard and kind of basic for your finishes and upgrades inside. Nothing that's really been remodeled in those last, almost 20 years. So that's why you see this home selling for $580,000 with that larger square footage. This home sold for $580,000 and this one sold in about end of March of 2024.
All right, so the next house we're going to talk about here in Rock Springs is this beautiful house. It's 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms. It is a 2-story, so you do have some extra space for den or office, whatever that may be. This house was also built in 2013. It does not have a pool. It is on a 7,200 square foot lot, and it is built by Richmond American. Some of the details of this home are it's got an upgraded kitchen that's kind of like more on the gourmet style of it, the way it's laid out. Granite countertops, stainless steel appliances. It's got tile all throughout the house on the lower level. And this is a beautiful home, and this home sold for $610,000, and it was sold in February of 2024.
So the next home that we're going to talk about has a gorgeous pool in the back. Pretty excited about this one. So this house here is a single-story home, 2,231 square feet with 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, plus you have that den space. Now this home was built in 2014 and this was a Hovnanian home. One thing to note is that as you go a little further west into the community, the prices of the homes are a little bit more expensive. That was the different collection when the neighborhood was built. Those builders and the offerings that they had for finishes and build quality was just a little bit more expensive. So you will see that here in Rock Springs, how the prices will go up as you go a little further west. There's some that are on the east side that are a little more expensive just based on maybe some remodels or the views that they have. But this one here that you've been looking at is on a 6,292 square foot lot, beautiful pool in the backyard. And this one sold for $650,000 and this sold in July of 2024.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about some of the RV homes that are on the enclave part of this Rock Springs community. This home is built by Cortland. It is on a 10,049 square foot lot. This is 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms. Also is a 2-story, so there are some flex rooms in there, built in 2015. This house sold for $769,900 and it sold in May of 2024. You're going to notice with this house that it is at the end of a cul-de-sac with beautiful desert views. It has a green space next to it. It does not have a neighbor on one side of it and a beautiful pool in the backyard.
Another home over here in the Cortland Homes enclave over in the west side of Rock Springs in its own little gate area is a little bit bigger RV garage here, 3,207 square feet. This one's also on that 10,246 square foot lot. And this 3,200 square foot home does have 4 bedrooms and a couple flex spaces spread out here in this 2-story home. This is built in 2014. And this one here is really gorgeous with the RV garage. It's so nice to be able to park your boat or your camper, RV, pop-up tent, whatever you would want to have there in your garage. Toys too. A lot of people have the ATVs or side-by-sides out here. So this one, they did do a little bit of the two-tone in the kitchen, tile throughout. This one didn't have the more, luxury kitchen style. You'll kind of notice in the Cortland homes that they just have the standard kitchen slide-in range, but still a very beautiful home. You can still see mountains here and there on this home, and this one sold for $820,000. So the last one that we're going to review with you here is a home that's the biggest home that has sold here in the last 6 months, and the most expensive home that is sold in the last 6 months. So this is 4,049 square foot. This is a 5-bedroom with that flex space. It does have a casita with a kitchenette as that flex area. So that's great if you have in-laws or maybe you have an office that you need to have a separate space for. So this one really does have a lot of flexibility, and you have 5 bathrooms in this home. Quite a lot to clean. So this one built in 2014, sitting on a 7,320 square foot lot. This is the Hovnanian home over in that western portion of the community. And this home sold for $850,000, did not have a pool, has a decent sized lot, but when you put that much square footage on it, you're not going to have a huge yard. But there were some really nice finishes with this yard, with all of the pavers, the elevated areas. They really did a great job with the space that they had. And having a pergola is really one of those great things in Arizona. Beautiful home, nice interior finishes, $850,000. So to give you an idea on your property taxes in this Rock Springs community, first I want to mention there is no CFD, so there's no Community Facilities District addition in your taxes. So you're just going to have your traditional property taxes due twice a year, but if you get financing, then that will be taken out with your mortgage. So we'll just give you an example on the least expensive home that was $580,000, that was 3,200 square feet. Your taxes for last year on that home was $2,600, and that is not based on a sales price. That's based on the assessed value from the tax assessor. The most expensive sale that had happened in the last 6 months, we'll go ahead and review the taxes of 2023 for that home. So that home was 4,000 square feet. It sold for $850,000, just to give you an idea of kind of the price point. Again, taxes are not based on the sales price. And in 2023, the taxes on that home that was 4,000 square feet and had a sales price in that $850,000 range, the taxes were $3,188. So if you are planning to move out here and you're not quite sure, hey, is this North Peoria or Rock Springs a good option for me? Well, let us know. We would be happy to introduce you to some other communities. We'd like to kind of have a conversation with you and find out what your wants are, what your needs are, and really see, is there someone you want to live kind of within a certain distance from? Do you travel a lot? Do you need to be close to the airport? Are there certain schools that you need? You know, we have a conversation with you, and we really find out what it is that you're needing, and then we can give you some pointers on some communities that might fit your budget and your overall needs.
Yes.
Yep.
If you like the information that we have given you today and you would like information on other communities, hit the bell and subscribe to our channel, and you'll be updated with some new information.
And share your comments, guys. That helps our video for people to see, you know, how we answer questions. Feel free to put some comments if you have any questions. If there's other videos that you'd like us to shoot, let us know. Again, I'm Kelley Norton.
And I'm Tammy Nixon.
And we hope to meet you soon.
Bye.